What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be doing a driving video. So yeah, today I want to talk about how having nice things is overrated when you really think about it. We all like to have nice things, such as nice cars, nice clothes, nice, whatever's nice. But the thing is, there's so many envious, jealous people out there that even when you have these nice things, what ends up most likely happening? People mess with them. Like, for example, you have a nice car, whatever car it is, not specifically going to say what kind of car, but it's a nice car. You'll get some jealous person who will scratch it, who will try to steal it. I actually know someone that lives on my block that has a, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a Charger or a Challenger. I'm not sure if it's a Charger or a Challenger. I think it's a Charger. The Hellcat, I don't know, but it got stolen. Crazy how I didn't hear it, because that thing is loud too when it starts. Like, I hear it all the time when he starts it, but I guess that one night when it happened, I was just sleeping. Yeah, so it got stolen. The funny thing is, the guy did eventually get it back, but what makes it funny is he said he seen the guy driving around in the neighborhood with it. So just to show you how stupid motherfuckers are, you steal a car and yet you're gonna drive back around the neighborhood where you stole the guy's car. I mean, you're just asking for trouble. This is where it says a lot of criminals are just stupid and have no common sense, which is true. But in a way, that guy is lucky that guy is stupid and had no common sense, because at least now he got his car back. But it just goes to show you, having nice things, it's just, you can't win in today's life, man. You just, there's so many jealous, envious people that if you have something nice, they're gonna do whatever it takes to destroy it on you, ruin it on you, you know. Like, for example, we got a Cadillac in front of me. Not crazy about the color, but there's just a lot of things, you know, people get jealous. They see a car you're driving and they just want to, you know, be assholes, scratch it for no apparent reason at all. Now, I'm not saying this can't happen to regular vehicles too, or regular things, but it's more prone to happen to, you know, nicer things, like nicer cars, you know, shit like that. Because people are just unhappy in life. And when they see somebody doing good, when they see somebody, you know, making it well in life, it gets people jealous and envious. And then, you know, to some extent, you could understand, you know, to some extent I understand, because life is just so unfair for everyone, you know. Like, there's some people that have good lives, you know, some people that are just able to function, get through it, and then there's other people that just have it hard, you know, whether it's poverty, whether they have a bunch of health problems, you name it. And it's just hard for people. So what ends up happening, a lot of people get jealous. They be like, that should be me in that car, fuck this asshole, that should be me in that nice house, fuck that guy, you know. It's like a perfect example of American Dad. I don't know if anyone's familiar with American Dad, where I think it was Stan's brother named Rusty. It was a Christmas episode where he would come over to Stan's house every year, and they would brag, Stan would brag how nice his house is, you know, like, we have this, we have that, because he's thinking Rusty basically lives in some kind of little mobile trail or wherever, some kind of dump. Meanwhile, it's the total other way around, where he's the one living large and Stan's just living regular. So what ends up happening later on in the episode, he goes there, he finds out, holy shit, this is where you're fucking living? I thought you were poor. And then you see how envious Stan got, how jealous. What did he do? I think he knocked him out cold or something, did a sleep switch. So Rusty and them would basically wake up at Stan's house, and Stan and them are in their house. So, and in the part where he was saying, this should all be mine, 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 this should all be mine. So right there, just showing you right there, jealousy. People are jealous of one another. There's people doing better than one another. So when things like that happen, people get mad. You know, people get, you know, jealous. Hang on one second, guys. There's a cop. That's why it's sometimes to a point where, is it even worth having nice things? Because people don't appreciate that stuff. They get jealous when they see nice things. It's just like, for example, politics. You got people with Trump stickers on their car or wherever on their property. They have a Trump sign or a Biden sign or whatever sign. There's going to be someone that can't stand Biden. There's going to be someone that can't stand Trump. And by you putting one of those stickers on your property or on your cars, you're just asking for vandalism. You're just asking for something to go wrong. Somebody's going to break your window because, in other words, how dare you like Donald Trump? How dare you like Joe Biden? Whatever. So what do they fucking do? They're going to break your windshield, do whatever it takes. They're going to destroy your property. So this is why there's just certain things I say to myself, it's just not worth doing. Me personally, and I'm being straightly honest, I really don't care for neither. I'm not saying I hate or like Donald Trump or hate or like Joe Biden. I'm being neutral with it. I really don't really care for it, you know. And whether I did or didn't, I would never put a sticker on my car because I'm just asking for something to go wrong. Just because I like a certain someone, let's say, doesn't mean, yeah, he likes it, so everyone's going to like it. I like, let's just make believe, Joe Biden or whatever, so everyone's going to like it. I'm going to put a sticker and everyone's going to give me applause or clap their hands. No, they're going to use their hands, all right? They're going to use their hands to destroy your property, break your windshield. Heck, they may even beat the shit out of you. You may even get killed in a sick world like that today. There's just certain things where I just see it's a big giant red flag and I don't get myself involved. But truthfully, I really don't give a shit for either or. And I've said this many a times, and oh my God, I don't know if I picked it up, but look at all the glass right there. Dodge that, thank God. But even if, let's say, there is a good president, it doesn't matter because a max president is in total 8 years. You know, they get 4 years and they run the second term, another 4 years if they get reelected. So let's say if the person's doing good and he wins again, that's 8 years in total. Once his 8 years are done, whatever good he done for the country, it's all going to be basically down the drain if you get some other asshole now that's running. Unless you get another good person that's running that's going to do similar things that the president that was currently in office did. But that's not how it works. You get one person that accomplished this, did that, and now he's done, you know, his run terms or whatever the fuck you want to call it's done. Now there's a new guy that's going to be going in office. Let's say he wins whatever, and what's going to end up happening? Let's say he's the total opposite. He does something bad for the country, and whatever good was done for the country, it was like it happened for no reason because now look where we are. We're right back to square one. Ever heard that saying? Right back to square one? Well, there you go. So this all really goes back with having nice things. Now, I'm not saying no one should have nice things. Kidding me? I mean, we all really love to have nice things, but in a world like today, it's just risky because there's just so many jealous, envious people that they see you driving this, they get jealous. This is why there's so many bad things that go on in life. This is why you get homeless people. They just randomly go after people. Maybe they're jealous. They say, huh, this guy has a roof over his head. You know, he's going to work or whatever the hell. And at the end of the day, he's got a roof over his head. While me, I got to suffer and live on the streets or live in the subway or wherever I'm basically living to just try to stay alive as best as possible while this person at least goes home to a family. And you think this doesn't get people jealous and get people, you know, sick minds thinking, you know, like make people go crazy to the point where they start killing one another. You know, this is how it all forms. Not everyone has good lives, and that's why there's just jealousy, which is obviously why that word even exists in the first place, because if everyone had a good life, if everyone had the same amount of money, there'd be really no such thing as that, because life is fair for everybody in that scenario. But that's the problem. It's not scenario. I mean, it's not fair. Sorry, guys. When I'm driving, I'm just trying to pay attention to things, too, so sometimes I may slur my words. But literally, man, it's a big dump we live in, guys. It's just, you know, life can't ever be treated equally for one another. And that's the biggest problem. You know, it's never going to be that way. And our bodies won't allow it to be that way either, because there's just a bunch of problems everyone has. I have a problem like such as anxiety, while this person has something even worse. He has cancer or whatever type of health problem. There's always a struggle. Everyone, you know, they say everyone suffers from something. Everyone has their good and bad in things. And what I mean by that is everyone's good at something and everyone has their weak points. You know, what you're good at, I may not be good at. What I'm good at, you may not be good at. But everyone has their weak points. Everyone, I guess, there's fear in us, I guess you could say. Like everyone's has their bad, you know, has their weak spell. And it's the truth. You know, I just try to keep it real and honest, because that's just how I like to be. Now, I'm not sure if I ever made a video of, you know, just driving. I finally got a dash cam thing, so it's like, you know what, let me make a rant today while driving around. Maybe it'll be less boring, I don't know. But yeah, man, it's just, you just can't win in this life, you know. No matter how hard you try, you just always got to get fucked by something, whether it's life itself, other people. You know, there's just so many envious, there's just so much evil in the world, man. You know, there's just so much fucking evil. It's sad. It's really sad when you really think about it, but it's just the way it is, unfortunately. There's nothing you can do about it. Ranting, unfortunately, ain't gonna solve nothing, but I make these videos anyway, just because, honestly, it just makes me feel good spreading out the truth. Even though I'm spreading out the truth and it's not gonna change anything for the better, unfortunately, it still feels good that people could relate, understand, feel less alone, and in a way that's kind of therapeutic. So that's really why I do this, you know. Like I said, I could have stopped making videos long ago, but I know a lot of you people would probably be upset. So that's why I keep doing it. I'm doing it really for you people. If I wanted to, I could have just say, you know what, fuck this, I'm done. I'm not making videos anymore. But that's not, you know, that's not how I am, you know what I mean? Like I try to make videos, try to think of new things to talk about, try to maybe think of different topics to do in the future one day. Who knows, you know? But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to keep it as real and neutral as possible, because it's really what's coming from my heart, you know? A lot of people often say to me, or ask me, do you think it's possible life could be a good place? You know, things like that. And truthfully, I don't, there's just so much problems in the world that just takes away that possibility. And I'm not just only talking about money, that's definitely a problem, but it's just health problems, you know? It's just, life is full of suffering. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying everyone in the world is suffering, but there is a lot of people in the world that are suffering. And there's, you know, that saying, like I always say in my videos, where, well, you know, you have this, but count your blessings. There's somebody out there that has it worse than you. And that's absolutely true. There is. But that just goes to show you how much suffering there is in the world. This person suffering from whatever condition it is, while this person has an even worse condition. So, you know, when you really think about it, 9 out of 10 of the times, life is just full of pain and negativity. You know, they say try to think positive, stop always talking negative, but it's hard to do so, because when you really think about it, we're living in a negative environment. You know, whether people want to accept it or try to, you know, blur it out, it's the honest truth. There's nothing to blur out when you just see it right in front of your face, and that's literally what life is. There's just a lot of evil things, you know. Like, I can tell you more bad things that are going on as of right now in this very moment than I could probably tell you good things. I don't even know if I could even come up with one good thing that's happening right now in life. As we speak right now, there's always something going on. Like I said, and I think I mentioned this in my videos, you know, there's always somebody doing something right now. Somebody just got stabbed. Somebody's taking a dump. Somebody's having, you know, giving birth. Somebody's giving birth. Somebody just died. You know, you name it. It's just anything you can think of in the world right now that's going on is going on, literally. And the majority of that is bad things that are going on. You know, it's just evil shit. I'm not trying to make these videos to make people depressed. I'm not trying to make these videos to make everyone feel a certain way, like I'm making this video so you can hate life. It's not that I'm making a video so you can hate life. I'm just trying to describe the truth about life. You ever heard the show The Facts of Life? Well, this is the real facts of life. Whether people want to accept it or don't want to accept it, the choice is totally up to you, but this is the real facts of life. And it's really a cold life. Really is. Even though we got global warming going on, still it's a cold life, if you get my drift there, man. It's just, life is fucking foul. It's cold. It's not fair. It's just not fair what a lot of us got to deal with, what a lot of us got to experience in day-to-day, everyday life. And it's just, to the point where some people just get fed up with it and say, you know what, I can't take it anymore. I'm a you know, check out or whatever. And I can't say I blame those people. I don't ever, you know, encourage anyone to go that route, but I can't say that I blame people for doing that, because it's just so much. You're at your breaking point. You know, you can only handle so much bullshit until you just finally say to yourself, you know what, I had enough. I just can't take it anymore. You know, it's like getting bullied, where this person every day is fucking with you and it's getting on your nerves, to one day you either just go crazy and go off on them, beat the shit out of them, God only knows what, or you may unfortunately commit suicide because you just can't take it anymore. You know, that's what people don't understand. You could only take so fucking much until you just go crazy. And this is why a lot of people probably go crazy in life, and this is why you get people that maybe become serial killers, you get people that become this, whatever, because nobody knows truly what goes on in people's lives that maybe transformed them that way. Maybe he was once a good person, but due to all the bullying and abuse and all that shit, now he or she just became a psychopath, you know? There's always probably most likely a story behind it. Some people just like that in general, where nothing happens, but, you know, it goes both ways. But anyway, guys, my phone actually is getting low, so I am going to probably wrap it up there. Trying to change the video up a little. For once, you weren't looking at me, you were actually looking at these horrible roads. Look at these things, man. Remember these videos I made? Look at these fucking roads, still the same. How many years ago did I make that video? Or it was at least 1 to 2 years ago, and look, the roads are still the same. You can see the cameras rocking. Blah, 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 blah. This is what we pay taxes for. This is what we pay taxes for. I drove on this exact road how many years back? And we're still basically from square one. Nothing changed. The roads didn't get better in any way, form. Still the same shit, if not worse. Maybe they did a little patching on some severe holes. Woohoo! But in all, they're still bad. But taxes sure keep going up. Look at the camera. It keeps rocking. I'm looking at it. I'm literally looking at my phone. The whole phone is freaking shaking. That's how bad the roads are. It's like I'm riding a hayride here. You know, there's a saying, you got to service your cars or whatever the hell. They got to pass some kind of inspection. Why don't they service the roads? The roads need to be serviced, because I don't see how these roads even pass an inspection. The poor car is getting a beating, getting wear and tear thanks to the fucking roads. It's just all corrupt, my friends. But anyway, guys, I am going to wrap it up for now. I love you all. Hope everyone's hanging in there as best as possible. I know I always say this towards the end, but I do truly mean it. I'm trying to do the same too. And yeah, so all we can do is just take one shitty day at a time, and hopefully hope one day it just ends. All right, guys, love you all, man. Take it easy, and peace out.